How do you feel about Beto O'Rourke interrupting the town hall meeting to speak? O'Rourke, as a Texan, is a constituent of Governor Abbott. He was not violent. He is well within his rights to protest and express his outrage to his governor. Honestly, my opinion is that this is literally the place for it. And escorting someone out of a town hall meeting for voicing their opinion is absurd. If you can't disagree in a public town hall meeting, when the fuck can you? Apparently it wasn't a town hall meeting. It was a press conference. I still have my own personal opinion on whether it was reasonable or not. But it likely wasn't the right place for that kind of outburst. My following point still applies. But larger than that, why the fuck are they talking like that to a citizen? A fake. He's not an official yet. So they just called him a sick son of a bitch and an embarrassment? How the fuck is that acceptable for our public officials? Greg Abbott literally said, "It could have been worse. This is one of the worst school shootings in US history." He is fully justified to say something needs to be done. Abbott is harping about mental health yet won't fund it. This is no time for political grandstanding, decreed Abbott, a politician, on a grandstand. I'm from El Paso, Texas. One of the things that people don't know about Beto is that he actually got shit done. He sponsored and co-sponsored bills to actually help Texans. Many of them to help increase funding for veterans. But nobody talks about that. I am glad he interrupted that town hall yesterday, and even though I don't live in El Paso anymore, I will be sending him money. If this was just the chief of police, the Uvalde mayor and the principal of the school, I would say his interruption would have been in bad taste. But this was his political opponent using the stage as his own spot to make a stump speech. Abbott literally went on to brag about books he passed 3 years ago and that he would work in the future. Read next term. To made it tougher for this to happen. The moment Abbott mentions laws he's created or will create, he's speaking as a candidate, not as the governor. With that being the case, O'Rourke is not only valid in interrupting, he's technically due equal airtime to rebut. Add in that his point was 100% valid and felt by so many people in the valley since the El Paso shooting. And he's incredibly justified in his actions. What's something Gen Z isn't ready to hear? That one day you too will be outdated. Every generation imagines itself to be more intelligent than the one that went before it, and wiser than the one that comes after it. George Orwell. The choices you make today matter. You are not invincible. You don't know nearly as much as you think you do. When you look back at yourself 10 years from now, you'll realize this too. It happens to everyone. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You don't have to strive to be famous or to go viral. It's perfectly okay to be average. What hasn't changed in the past 1,000 years? Bricklaying. The materials and technique.
Subscribe, my brothers.